Oh, there we go.
The great big guy.
Yeah.
His oldest daughter is graduating with this group.
Oh, is that right? Oh. Are we ready? Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome to Tacoma Community College's commencement ceremony. Thank you to our flag bearers, President of the Associated Students of Tacoma Community College, Carrie Ramroop, Benjamin Feldbush, Samhana Binti, Ahmad Suryati, Shawnee Gaylord, and Kevin Daugard. Will you please remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by TCC student Sashi Sakopala.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. For the benefit of our graduates, I would like to request that you silence your cell phones. We are live on social media on our Tacoma Community College Facebook and Twitter accounts. Use the hashtag TacomaCC Graduation to celebrate our day. And out of respect for the needs of our students and guests with hearing devices, we ask that you do not use air horns. Also, out of respect for our graduates and honoring this special day, we ask that our graduates stay through the end of the ceremony. Lastly, for safety in the event of an emergency, please take a moment to find where your nearest exit doors are. And thank you. I now invite Tacoma Community College President, Dr. Ivan Harrell, to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to add my personal greetings and welcome you to the 52nd commencement ceremony of Tacoma Community College. This morning or afternoon, we are gathered to honor the students of the graduating class of 2018. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I want to recognize several individuals who are here today to participate in this annual celebration of our students' achievements. First, I would like to recognize our platform guests. I would ask each platform guest to rise when introduced and remain standing until all have been named. I would first like to acknowledge a group of very dedicated and supportive individuals who give so much of their time and energy to Tacoma Community College, and they're the members of the Board of Trustees. First, Chair of the Board, Mr. Bob Ryan. Vice Chair, James Curtis. Trustee Gretchen Adams, Trustee Lois Bernstein, and Trustee Liz Dunbar. Next, the leadership team, Dr. Todd Treat, Executive Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Mary Chiquinya, Vice President for Student Services, Bill Ryberg, Vice President for College Advancement. Also want to give a special thanks to Mary and Bill, who served as interim co-presidents for 15 months here at TCC. We deeply appreciate their service and thank them for the dedication with our students in their success. Other members of our leadership group, Dr. Dave Howard, counselor and faculty representative, Jill Merritt, chair of the Classified Council, Carrie Ramroop, president of the Associated Student Body, and today's commencement speaker, who you'll hear from in a little while, Ms. Sharon Maeda. Please join me in welcoming them. Thank you. You all may be seated. Tacoma Community College has an outstanding group of academic and student services leaders whose daily contributions are key to the success of the college and our students. I would ask each of these individuals to stand as they are recognized. Betsy Apps, Dean of Enrollment Services, Analea Bromberger, Dean of Organizational Learning and Effectiveness, Julie Benson, Associate Dean of Nursing, Krista Fox, Dean of Health, Business, and Professional Services, Dolores Hagan, Acting Dean of Students, Dr. Valerie Robertson, Dean of Student Development, Dr. Joe Shannon, Dean of Math, Science, and Engineering, Dr. Yvonne Arnold, Dean of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, and Kim Ward, Dean of Communication and Transitional Studies. Let's please thank them for their contributions to the college. Tacoma Community College is characterized by our commitment to excellence in teaching and learning and our genuine dedication to student success. The hard work devoted to the college's mission, which is to create meaningful and relevant learning, inspires greater equity and celebrates success in our lives and our communities. This would not be possible were it not a group of highly qualified and dedicated individuals, our faculty. So at this time, I would like to invite the members of the Tacoma Community College faculty to stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you, faculty, for your support and encouragement for each one of the graduates today and your unwavering focus on student success. I would also like to take a moment to recognize graduates, those who have helped you along your educational journey. So to the family members, friends, special guests who are here today or watching on our live stream, thank you. Without the support, encouragement, and time you have given to our graduates, it would have been a much greater challenge for each of them to have achieved their educational goals. Thank you to the support you gave them and for the continued support you give to TCC. So graduates, at this time, please stand and applaud your family, your friends, and all of the supporters who are here with you today or those who couldn't be with you. And finally, graduates, it's time to take a moment to thank yourselves. Thank yourself for the mornings you woke up early to take that 7:30 a.m. bus to attend class. Thank yourself for the times you said no to parties, movies, dinners out because you had to study, write a paper, or prepare for an exam. Thank yourself, amen, right? Thank yourself for taking a chance at achieving an education. No matter what life stage you were at, you realized it was never too late to go for your dreams. Thank those who have led you. Thank those who have supported you. And in the end, thank yourself for listening and learning. You will find that carving out this time and energy for your education is time well spent and an important personal investment. All of us at Tacoma Community College thank you with all of our hearts for allowing us to be part of your journey. So please give yourself a wonderful round of applause. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Bob Ryan, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, for his opening remarks.
As the chair of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome all of you to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2018. Commencement is a demonstration of your hard work, your perseverance, and your determination. Commencement is a time to celebrate your successes and laugh at your failures, because together they have gotten you where you are today, earning your degree, diploma, or certificate. All of you, the class of 2018, represent the future leaders and future workforce of Washington. We hope that as you embark on your next journey, whether that is transferring to a four-year institution, beginning a new career, or advancing in your current job, you take a little piece of TCC community spirit with you. Wherever the road takes you, you have the knowledge to make meaningful decisions that will take you far. It is our hope that your TCC experience gives you the grace, resilience, and courage needed to successfully face new challenges in a changing world. As you head out today, you are a reflection of TCC history and legacy. We thank you for being part of our community. Your determination and hard work inspired us and humbled us every day, and we are privileged to be part of your educational journey. Go forth, class of 2018. It's your time to celebrate. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Bob, for your comments and dedication as chair of the board. I would now like to introduce Tacoma Community College's Associated Student Body President, Mr. Kerry Ramroop.
Thank you, Dr. Harrell. Class of 2018, you look amazing. As your student body president and as a representative of TCC, I feel truly honored to speak on your behalf. On behalf of all the students, I'd like to offer my heartfelt thanks to the amazing faculty and staff here at TCC. We students truly appreciate your hard work and sacrifice in helping us achieve our academic dreams to make a positive impact to this world. To us, TCC is more than a school. It's a family. It's a community of diverse individuals who are making a difference. I'd like to especially thank our Board of Trustees for all the incredible work that they do behind the scenes. Special thanks to the TCC Foundation for their hard work in creating the many scholarships that benefit so many students. On behalf of the students, I'd also like to thank Bill Ryberg and Mary Chikwenya, who served as co-presidents in a difficult time in TCC's history. I'd also like to thank the Office of Student Engagement and its director, Sonia Morgan, for all the fun, entertaining, and exciting events over the past year. OSC is part of my extended family, and I pledge to continue to serve the students of TCC as I continue my journey here in completing my nursing degree. Lastly, I'd like to thank you, Titans TCC graduating class of 2018, for your commitment to completing the goals you have set and finishing your degree. I'm honored to be here with you graduating on this very special day. May you have abundance and success in all your future aspirations and your journey in this life.
Kerry, Thank you for your comments and for your advocacy of student success. We wish you best as you continue your studies here in the nursing program. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our 2018 commencement speaker, Ms. Sharon Maeda. Sharon is a longtime Pacific Northwest activist who devoted her career to being a passionate voice for those who did not have a voice. She understood this on a personal note as her parents were interned at a concentration camp during World War II. After the war, Sharon eventually returned to the Pacific Northwest and graduated from the University of Washington, where she became involved in student government and political activism. In the mid-1970s, she launched her communications career working in public television and radio. After more than 30 years in communications, Sharon had retired, but not for long. She recently decided to get off of the couch after the November 2016 election and launched a new radio station, KVRU 105.7 FM, in the Rainier Valley area of Seattle. She decided her important work was not finished. I am pleased to present Ms. Sharon Maeda.
Trustees, President Harrell, faculty, staff, families, friends, and of course, you graduates. I am deeply honored to be here today. I have ghostwritten many speeches, but the last time I delivered a commencement speech was 55 years ago today at Highline High School in Burien. That speech was based on Henry David Thoreau's Marching to a Different Drummer. Today, I'm going to talk about drum majors, a quote that has been incorrectly repeated even on his memorial in Washington, D.C. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., in a sermon exactly 2 months before he was assassinated 50 years ago. He said, "If you want to say that I am a drum major, say that I am a drum major for justice. Say that I was a drum major for peace. I was a drum major for righteousness. And all of the other shallow things will not matter." How many of you had to struggle financially to get to this point at TCC? None of you? Okay. How many of you are the first in your family to get a degree? And how many of you had to study in the break room of your minimum wage job or delay your education when the money ran out? You have earned your degree or diploma, and you have a great future ahead. But today, I'm asking you to also be a drum major, at home, at work, or in your community. In today's world, justice, peace, and righteousness seems to be in short supply. And all of us, in whatever small ways, must be drum majors for justice, peace, and righteousness to save our very democracy. So where do you start? How, with an AA in nursing or music or business, can you make a difference? How can we do the right thing under such trying times? I go back to my own UW commencement 50 years ago, which were very difficult times as well. The war in Vietnam, women's rights, anti-establishment ideology, the Black Student Union's occupation of the university president's office were just some of the issues that divided us. We were heady with possibilities of making this a better world in very divergent ways. For me, it was working for Bobby Kennedy's presidential campaign. Just after he won the California primary, like Dr. King, he was assassinated. I went to my commencement like a zombie, still numb and unable to comprehend the loss of a man who I still believe would have changed the trajectory of this country. Had Dr. King and a President Robert F. Kennedy lived, we would have had these tough conversations about race 50 years earlier. But we did survive, we did move on, and we did make change for the better. I got over my depression and had an eclectic career that took me across the country, around the world, and even to the White House at very different times. I learned from some of the smartest people on the planet, many who had no fancy title or particular job responsibility. One of my mentors is Jack Odell, a colleague of Dr. King's and truly an unsung hero of the civil rights movement. I talked with him a few days ago at age 95, and he was very stoic about our current situation. He said that in his opinion, it's going to take a very long time to fix what has been recently destroyed. He said that we are in difficult times, but we must continue to do what we need to do without getting distracted. As Bobby Kennedy said, just because we cannot see clearly the end of the road, that is no reason for not setting out on the essential journey. So, as President Harrell said last fall, after being retired for over 2 years, I went back to work, earning the same salary I once paid student interns, to build a new low-power radio station in Seattle's Rainier Valley, dedicated to bringing voice to the voiceless in a community where over 70% of the school children are on free and reduced lunch, where 140 languages or dialects are spoken at home, and where residents are under assault because of their country of origin, faith, gender identity, language, or race. I don't know what we can accomplish with only 100 watts of power, but I know we must try. We can't accomplish world peace, but we can all have integrity and honesty. Integrity on how you live your life, honesty with your loved ones, co-workers, and those who do not look, eat, or worship like you. You don't have to be an elected official to affect major change. Look at the students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida. Last week, much closer to home, over 1,000 students and 500 community supporters rallied against gun violence at Franklin High School in Southeast Seattle. You can do the right thing wherever you are. Don't think that you need to wait for that charismatic leader. You can work for justice and peace. You can do the right thing in all kinds of small ways. For example, you can register a new neighbor to vote. Many people don't know that they must re-register every time they move. The post office is not allowed to forward voter ballots. If you should ever get in a jam and end up in court, you will never have a jury of your peers unless your peers are registered voters. You can volunteer at a food bank, train service dogs, read to a child, or help a student with homework. Some of you are going into the business world. You can support a coworker being harassed by the boss, or recruit more diverse candidates to apply for company jobs. You can be aware of cultural or religious differences. Simple things like scheduling a staff celebration involving food before or after Ramadan. You can suggest that your community pool have a women-only hour where Muslim women can swim without having to cover their entire bodies. When I was a college student, Tacoma was known as a smelter town. Today, Tacoma has no smokestacks spewing out toxic chemicals, and the city is experiencing a great renaissance. But there's still one very toxic industry in Tacoma, through no fault of any of you. It's called the Northwest Detention Center. It is where they put people just like you who happen not to have citizenship papers. Dreamers who participated in DACA, Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, young folks who through no fault of their own were brought here as children. These DACA recipients were able to go to college and are contributing back to the only country they know by serving in the U.S. military or in rural areas where it's hard to recruit teachers and healthcare workers, or starting small businesses in neighborhoods that need an economic boost. But because of new policies, some of these dreamers are moving out of their apartments, selling their cars, and couch surfing for fear that having a real address will hasten their deportation. And those who have been picked up already are languishing in the Northwest Detention Center here in Tacoma. All across the country, these detention centers are big business and an offshoot of the prison industrial complex. What if instead of warehousing undocumented immigrants, including DACA recipients, those same resources went to providing stable housing for the homeless? This reminds me of one of America's darkest moments. The horror that my parents, grandparents, and community faced 76 years ago is reality again in this democracy. It took 46 years for the US government to apologize. It was bad enough that 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry were taken from their West Coast homes, farms, and businesses, churches and temples, to American concentration camps. And again today, children will have the emotional scars of a similar situation. As George Santayana said, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. This very week, we became aware that there are approximately 48 children per day taken from their parents and put into places like a former Walmart or tents in the 100-degree desert of Texas. And yes, right up the road in SeaTac, nearly 200 mothers have been incarcerated without their children. They don't know where their children are. As they told Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, their harrowing stories of having their children ripped out of their hands. For me, the visual parallels are stunning. Black and white newsreels of Japanese American children smiling and drinking milk decades ago, compared to Central American youth today playing video games and eating hamburgers in one of these camps. But a concentration camp is a concentration camp. So whether you're an activist who stands outside the detention center, a family who provides a couch for a dreamer, an employer who continues to employ a DACA recipient, or someone who calls the congressional hotline demanding reunification of these children with their parents, there's a lot for every drum major to do. There are so many more ways in which you can bend Dr. King's moral arc towards justice. As Bobby Kennedy said when referring to Dr. King's moral arc, few will have the greatness to bend history, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events, and then the total, all of these acts, will be written in the history of this generation. I am confident that you graduates will do the right thing. You are smarter, definitely more connected, skilled, and wise to the world to make things happen. To those of you who have earned a degree in arts or music or have completed your high school diploma, congratulations. Celebrate, but also be a drum major for justice and go write history.
On behalf of the Tacoma Community College class of 2018, we thank you, Sharon, for being a part of our commencement ceremony today. Now for the part that we've all been waiting for. I now invite Executive Vice President Dr. Todd Treat to announce the conferral of degrees and awarding of diplomas.
Good afternoon. Thank you to our speaker, to family and friends, and to our faculty for being here to support the graduates. And forgive me, but it's a really great view up here. And yes, I will tweet that out. I now have the honor of recommending our graduates. Honorable Chairman Ryan, members of the board, and President Harrell, on behalf of the faculty of Tacoma Community College, I am pleased to present to you the candidates for the degree, diploma, or certificate specified. These candidates have met all aspects of their degree requirements and have been recommended by the faculty and the college administration to be awarded their appropriate degree recognition of their academic accomplishments. Candidates, as I acknowledge your degree, diploma, or certificate, please rise for recognition and remain standing until I ask you to be seated. Would the Associate in Arts candidates please rise? Please be seated. Candidates for the Associate in Elementary Education, please rise. Please be seated. Would the first candidates for TCC's inaugural Associate in Music please rise? Please be seated. Would candidates for the Associate in General Studies please rise? And last but not least, would high school diploma earners please rise? Would all the candidates please rise? Please, all the candidates please rise. Members of the board and President Harrell, I present to you the 2018 candidates for Tacoma Community College.
I have the honor of being here today representing our Board of Trustees and the faculty and staff of Tacoma Community College. Candidates, you have prepared for the next stage in your lives by completing a prescribed program of study. Whether your new path takes you to the start of a new career, continued employment in your chosen field, or continuation of your formal education at a four-year college or university, we are secure in the fact that you are prepared to face the challenges of a constantly changing world. And now, by the statutes and regulations of the state of Washington and the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges, we do hereby confer to the class of 2018 the appropriate degree with all the honors, responsibilities, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto as graduates of Tacoma Community College. Please join us in recognizing the conferral of degrees to the graduates of the class of 2018.
Graduates, please be seated. Reading the names of our graduates today will be James Newman, Director for International Student Services and Programs, and Dr. Todd Treat. The graduates will now come forward as their names are called to receive their diplomas. Board members will join me in congratulating the graduates.
Ready? For the high school diploma, Rachel Elizabeth Dean. Shane Michael Johnstone. Dylan Griffith. Nicole M. Drury. Ana Angelica Ijan Vasquez. Judith Cordero. Hannah Ben Aissa. Hang on. Darling Bulltail. Elizabeth Barbie Frazier. Sabrina Yvonne Johnson. Patricia Marie Barth.
Christina Jamie Hall. Blessing Divine Johnson. Cornelius Polo. Robert Dwayne Garnett. Sabian Bryant. William L. Camp. Charlene Flores. Ezekiel Sosa. Jennifer Romero. Tashanique Thomas. Taisha A. White. Katrina Meyer. Kaylee Hope Rogers. Austin Rogers. Margaret A. Zarafleva. Perry C. Usher. Michael James Putnam. Carl Edward Van Valkenburg. Tessa Marie Thomas. Kimberly Lynn Renzo. Julianne Elizabeth McNeil. Holland Noel Taylor. Austin J. Rivera. Sarah Nicole Monta.
Shanika Vuk. Crystal Suzanne Moore.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you.
Sophia Hannah Trujillo Walton. Donna Reyes.
Pena, P-E-N-A, Pena.
Mario Anthony Pena. And now for the Associate in Music, Marcel Emmanuel Christopher Augustine. James Zach Smith. Emily Christine Miller. Eric C. Keeley.
Associate in Arts, Sophia Anist. Shelby Cheyenne Bridges.
Ballenrud.
Elizabeth Ann Ballenrud. Jane Agachuku Brazo. David Brazier. Richard Dale Baird. Alexis Butler. Michaela Bingham. Cheyenne Cooley Alganez. Tasha L. Burnett. David Alexander Burnett. Sarah Zoe Busich. Sierra Renee Berry. Jeffrey Lois Bantai. Chloe Simone Adrian.
Yes.
Jaden Lawrence Abernathy. Fatima Alanguni. Martin D. Buckner Jr. Courtney Marie Burton. Jameson Luke Beathy. Jonathan David Best. Athila Samhana binti Ahmad Suryadi.
Hermie Picasso Balan. Caitlin Buva. Courtney Upri Baker. Lynette Lee Albrighton Ragland. Islam Saleh Ilsanai. Sharon J. Buxton. Athena Brewer. Anne Elgar Bagayan.
Ching Young Marcus Chan. Alexis Hidales Cervantes. Mackenzie Rose Cook. Isabella Patricia Campbell. Marlia Danae Cunningham. Timmy Calhoun. Laura Jean Corkum.
This is a special request. Jump right back in. Okay. I'm pleased to introduce simultaneously father and son, Trevor Kerrigan and Emiliano Kerrigan.
Tunay Cherry. Lena M. Coates White. Shayasia Carter.
Just get me out. Okay. Benjamin William Feldbush.
We'll just wait till you get your time. Yeah.
Brittany Michelle Fenwick. Zoe Kathleen Ferguson. Corbin Marshall Edwards. Riley Preston Delaire. Jared James Doris. Andre Luna DePerio. Sean Michael Frederick. Charisse Dickinson. Charisse. No E. Okay. Kiana Charisse Dickinson. Chrislyn Taylor Davis. Kevin Charles Delgard. Lenasani Elizaretas. Veronica Pavlina Denisenko. Blake Allen Mesmer. Carly Rose Davis.
Erdina Nazifa Binti Faisal. Emily Ann Everett. Caitlin Rose Flood. Mariana Tony Lee Flores Santiago. Maggie Lynn Good. Haley Elizabeth Heydrich. Claire Elizabeth Glass. Moselle Eileen Haney. Haley Catherine Grinnell. Shawnee L. Gaylord. Bridget Elis Hafner. Dante Hickey. Gina Mae Greco. Tatiana Mahal Kitana Novella Hollins. Adriana Tuchel Gibson. Sierra Nicole Gregory. Crystal Victoria Hartzell. Matthew Robert Jenkin. Aaron K. Hope. Bonnie J. Hartman. Levi Stone Higgins. Joshua Daniel Gardner. Darman Asante Johnson. Basanti Evelyn Marie Johnson.
Cody M. Hinckley. Corey Reese Harvey. Chloe Anne Marie James. Samuel Ethan Landis. Georgia Marie Langrell. Haley Noel Larson. Tani Nicole Labie. Arthur Seya Keast. Jonathan Nicholas Laughlin. Alexis Sierra Hill. Alyssa Louise Larson. Aoife Jackson. Savannah Lee Liddell. Lauren Hart. Kellen Lucas Linegang. Kashira K. Jenkins. Ayana Shaleigh Gilbert.
Cynthia Guerrera. Pamela LeClaire Olson. Amaryllis Angelica Espinoza. Li Xiaojie. Gael Mbala. Jessa Lynn Muma. Magnolia McMahon. Paris Ariel Markley. Kaylin Nicole Meyerberg. Michelle L. Martinez. Yana Vasilina Mislik. Hillary Miranda Hall. Ashley Nicole Edwards. Ira James Howard. Anita Brianna Bruce Johnson. Berlone Boyle. Jonathan E. Garcia. Danielle Newman. John Peter Oliwa de Bunois. Riley O'Brien. Maureen Riley O'Brien. Kathy Nguyen.
Shalom.
Adriana Shalom Ortiz. Yulia David. Alyssa Nordum. Grace Fleming.
Lee or La?
Dennis Vong Lee. Hui Do.
Devante N. Cruz. Anna Maria Gozhnevsky. Catherine Sue Puffield. Elizabeth Gail Pratt. Madison Phelps. Tara Louise Polonitz. Nika Tan Paul. Violet Francine Rocha. Hi, sister. Heather Marie Ronfeld. Jessica Repp. Michaela Brielle Purvis. Jennifer Peoples. Emily Ann Wrighton. Mackenzie Joe Richards. Stephanie Powell. Grace Ann Rowe. Allison Rose Polachicchio. Ian Christopher Powell.
Cameron Elizabeth Peterson. Kyle Charles Patrick Rivers. Rachel Smith. Mael Ireland Stout. Ashley Faye Smith. De'Aaron Barkstout. Edward Royal Siafa. Anna Hannah Stinka. Sydney N. Shuitt. Mackenzie J. Severson. Simriti Singh. Megan Laney Sandin. Sarah Elizabeth Smith.
Lorraine.
Kelly Lorraine Spin. Jenna C. Shaw.
I can handle that.
Nicholas Smith.
Stadnick.
Madeline Jane Stadnick. Jaden Shutt. Eunice Moses Scheibe. Emiliano Chavez Fino Sandoval. Daniel Andre Salamko. John Thomas Steele. Keone Kavika Shin. Mariella Elizabeth Sanchez. Larry Suarez Jr. Jenna Melissa Volk.
Gordon Tupalua. Angel Louise Torres III. Ashley Berenice Thompson. Monet Aberdeen Tosh Bernberg. Han Vo.
I'll take this one, unless you want that.
Umi Shahira Binti Umar Sharif.
John Martin Unfred. Jessica A. Winkleman. Cleo Rochelle Ray Zumwald. Although I appreciate it. Audrey Carol Webb. The Great. Alexandra Christine Wessel. Dawn Charisse Williams. Esperanza Williams. I'm proud to introduce simultaneously brother and sister Sarah Elizabeth Williams and Alexander Thomas Williams. James A. Williams.
Take it home.
Yang Ling. Thomas Wong. Alyssa Renee Young. Lane Wallace. Ryan Alexander Wright. Ternia C. Wilson. Yahi Obadi Yahi.
Why don't we give all of the graduates a round of applause? Yes, they deserve a standing ovation. Now, graduates, please stand. To signify your graduation, please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. You can please be seated. All right. Commencement is a very significant event in our students' lives. On behalf of all of us at Tacoma Community College, I would like to extend our congratulations and best wishes to all of you. You are among 1,304 associate degrees, 632 program certificates, and 220 high school completion diplomas being awarded this spring. You should be extremely proud to have reached this milestone in your lives, and you should be looking forward to the great opportunities that are ahead of you. Board Chair Bob Ryan spoke about the journey ahead. This journey of life will continue to test your resolve, values, and courage, but it will be rich in learning and opportunity, and you have the spark of the TCC spirit to guide you through life's experiences. Be curious, be kind, and be resourceful. And as you heard the speaker said, be a drum maker for social justice. Listen to your intuition and your heart and allow those instincts to guide your decisions. Whether you travel far or stay here in our wonderful community, we are proud that you will serve as a lasting representative of Tacoma Community College. All of you are a part of the community that TCC stands for. We wish you the very best in a very rewarding future. And one last time, please congratulate the class of 2018. Now everyone please rise for the processional. The platform guests will leave first, followed by faculty, staff, and all family, friends, and supporters. Thank you for being part of this very special day. Congratulations.
you.